Hi guys, good evening. Hey, good evening, good evening. Today is a Sunday, February 22, 2026, and welcome to Powerplay Podcast third episode of the night. And for tonight, we will be discussing the following topics. First off, the Transformers Apology Tour. I, I don't know what they were talking about that. Like, that's something weird for me that they are making an apology. It's a little bit too late for an apology tour, all things considered. But okay, we'll see. I mean, sure. But so far, they had some promotional materials, new toys from Hasbro, and there's one particular piece from that apology tour that I personally want to have. It's the Matrix of Leadership. I'll be showing more of that later. And then we have a couple of gaming news for this podcast. First off, for the Xbox side of things, Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond are both leaving Xbox and will be replaced with a new president and CEO. It's I'm personally a little bit surprised that this happened, but according to some of the news that I've read online, that it was a long time coming. But the one that's replacing Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond, that's the one thing I have an issue with. But we'll talk about that later, okay? Then on the PlayStation side of things, Sony just shut down Bluepoint Games. I don't know what to say about this other than the fact that Bluepoint Games has been doing really good work for Sony when it comes to remasters. So I don't understand what's the logic behind them shutting that studio down, other than, I don't know, it's something that I was not prepared to hear. It's something weird for me because they're doing quite well. Like, they're doing really well, and they're really quite good at what they do, especially remaking or remastering old games. So it came as a surprise for me that Sony's shutting them down. Oh well. And for Nintendo side of things, they just announced that they're gonna be releasing Pokemon FireRed and Pokemon LeafGreen for the Nintendo Switch. They're actually gonna make it available, but it won't be available on the Nintendo Switch Online. Not there. They're gonna be selling it individually. So I've heard some positive and negative feedback on that part, but we shall see. Because right now, it's it's a little bit half and half. Some people are happy with it, some people are not, but we'll have to see. Okay, but other than that, those are our topics for today. So I guess we shall begin. Right. First on our topics list is the Transformers Apology Tour. Let me just set that up. Now, the thing about this Transformers Apology Tour is, isn't it a little bit too late for them to do that? I mean, I don't know, but it's a little it's a little bit too late for an apology. Like, I don't know if most of us have moved on, but I guess I've moved on from it. Like, I've accepted that Optimus. By the way, to those who are not familiar with the Transformers Apology Tour or whatnot, back then in the 80s, when Transformers was such a big thing, they released Transformers the movie, right? And to anyone who lived through that time, it left a pretty traumatic part in most kids' lives, because they pretty much killed off the main character of Transformers at the time, which was Optimus Prime. Imagine going to a theater, watching Transformers the movie, and watching the main character die on screen is something that did, it was unprecedented, I think. And not a lot of people even saw that happening. So that's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure that nobody in their right mind would have expected that Optimus would die. So that's the thing. And I believe it was because of a business decision, because they're trying to move on from the old inventory and they're trying to introduce the new inventory, which is Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime as well as Ultra Magnus. They're trying to introduce the new toys, so they had to kill off all of the old toys. Basically, product-wise, I guess it makes a lot of sense. But for a kid, that's kind of traumatic. Now, 40 years later, Hasbro decided to do an apology tour of sorts. And we have the trailer here. Let me just prepare that. Wait a moment. They do have an apology tour of sorts. And again, like I said, don't you think it's a little bit too late for that now, Hasbro? But I digress. Anyway, here's the trailer. If you guys are watching, here's the trailer. Wait a minute. There you go.
In the summer of 1986, audiences around the world were changed forever by a film that was beyond good, beyond evil, beyond your wildest imagination.
Prime, you can't die!
Yep.
Are we really killing Optimus Prime right now?
What the heck?
No!
Yes.
I'm still not over it.
You killed a piece of my childhood.
现在看到还是难以接受。
It just killed me.
I'm still grieving.
You're still talking about it.
Thank you for that childhood memory of pain.
To all the loyal fans, we hear you and we feel your pain.
It's rough out there, kid.
And as a gesture of goodwill, we'd like to make it up to you with
You got the touch!
the Apology Tour.
You got the power!
A little too late, but okay. Sure.
A year-long celebration, moment of healing for making you cry at the movies 40 years ago.
Do I hear a second on that?
Relive the heartache at fan screenings. Dance the
I don't
pain
think we'll have
away
fan
with
screenings here
totally
in the
awesome
Philippines,
music.
but
Commiserate together
you know.
at events all year long. And it wouldn't be complete without Totally Rad, Please Forgive Us for Killing Optimus and Crushing Your Childhood figures and merch.
Yep.
I would have waited an eternity for this.
It's the
40
toys,
years
man.
later,
It's the
it
toys.
still hits like a truck. But now you can heal your past all year long.
Absolutely, positively, definitely. I wouldn't do it any other way at all.
It's the Transformers the Movie, The Apology Tour.
What did he say the name was?
Wait, it's actually called the Transformers the Movie?
That's a question you should ask yourself.
Yep, so that's the trailer for the Transformers Apology Tour. And again, I don't know how to react to that. That kind of came out of nowhere for me, to be honest with you. I was not expecting them to do this, but I mean, I guess a little bit too late, 40 years, but okay. I mean, sure. But to be fair, they did introduce a lot of really sweet toys for the Apology Tour. And here's some of the toys that we got a trailer of the toys. You got a trailer of the toys. It's pretty cool, and it's mostly for the Studio Series 86 figures. But I personally would like to collect a few, especially one particular item, which I'll be showing then later, right? So anyway, here's the trailer. This is from Big Bad Toy Store, I think. Here we go. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that. I'm a little half and half with Astro Train. But I'm happy that we're getting another Dinobot. Because I missed out on the first release of the Dinobot when it first arrived. So this is like my time now to like catch back and get the rest of the Dinobots. So man, look at that. It's so awesome. And then the last figure, or it's not exactly a figure, but a merch that I personally want, it's this one. Wait. Yeah,
40 years ago, one moment hit like a truck.
This for me is the highlight of the Apology Tour, which I like.
This is our apology. The Matrix of Leadership.
Yeah! What?
Straight from the 80s and into your
Seriously,
hands.
like, it
Become
looks
the next
cool,
leader
man.
of the
Like,
Autobots.
seriously.
Power up that inner child. You've deserved this moment for
Look
a
at that,
long
like-
time. Just look at this epic level of detail.
Dude, you can't tell me this ain't cool. It's so amazing. It's like
Add this
wow.
long-awaited apology to
Oh, yeah.
your collection.
Definitely.
The Matrix of Leadership. Brought to you by Hasbro.
Look at that, so cool,
Available
man.
for pre-order now.
But the funny thing is, I heard it's already sold out. It's already sold out everywhere, and I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out that will we be having that here in the Philippines though? Will there be like any distributor that will sell it here in the Philippines? Because I seriously want one. I seriously want one. Like I really want one. It's so cool. That meter, you know what? I'll play it on the background and just mute it. Because seriously, I'm telling you guys, it's like one of the coolest things I've seen so far. Like, look at that, man. I don't know. It's so amazing. Like, hey, I'll just. Oh, no. No, well, no, not this. This one. Late Matrix of Leadership. Wait a minute. There you go. I mean, let me just zoom in. Yeah, look at that, man. It's so. Wait, here you go. Let's show that on screen. There you go. Look at that, man. Like, it's so cool. It's a cool replica. Like, I personally am loving it. Like, it looks so amazing. It even lights up. And that's like one of the best things about it. Like, it's a nice replica of the Matrix of Leadership. And I'm pretty sure most Transformers fans would want that. And I'm looking at it and I heard that it's already sold out overseas. I don't know how I'm gonna get this. I have no idea if it's even gonna come here in the Philippines. But oh my goodness, it looks so amazing. Hasbro, you got my money yet again. I hate it, but it's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I can't even stop admiring it, even from the video. And the thing is, I have no idea if it will even come here in the Philippines. Is there anybody here that's already issuing pre-orders? Because I don't know, man. It's seriously, I can't seem to see anyone showing it for pre-order. I haven't seen anybody doing pre-orders for this yet. I'm looking, and I heard this is quite expensive. Wait, let me check online. How much is it? Matrix of Leadership, Transformers, Hasbro. I heard this a little expensive. Wait, how much is it? Oh, see? See, I just went to the website. Yeah, I'll show you guys. It's already sold out. It's all sold out. Oh my god. It's... What the... I can't... It's already sold out. That's what's bumming me out. Hey, Carlo! Good evening! It also plays... You've Got the Touch when you release it. Oh my god, that's gonna be so awesome. Wild Toy Nation will. But will it be available here in the Philippines though? That's the thing. Because I heard... I don't know. We'll see. Do they have pre-orders up yet on Wild Toy Nation? I'm really keen on getting one. By the way, how much is this in the Philippine peso? Wait, let me just calculate that. $170-ish, right? Because it says here it's 140, so USD, Philippine peso. Let's assume $140. So, hey Mark Jimmo, good evening. Welcome to the podcast, man. So, it says here, on the Hasbro Pulse store, it says it's $140. So that's gonna be around 8,000 pesos. If it's gonna be SRP, which I doubt it will, I'm pretty sure they're gonna jack up the price. So let's assume that it's gonna be like 170, like Carlos said. It's gonna be close to 10,000 pesos for this figure. And I don't know if I'm willing to part that much money for it, but I do understand that it's a collectible. Like, it's a rare collectible. It's like the collectible most Transformers fans would want on their display. I understand that. The thing is, I'm looking forward to it to be released here locally. I'm very curious how it will be available here in the Philippines and how much. I haven't seen anybody on local retailers yet. I haven't seen anybody on local listings offering it for pre-order. But so far, it looks like this is going to be one of the must-have items this year for Transformers fans. And I understand that, you know, it's a little pricey. I understand. But, damn, I mean, just look at it, man. Wait, look at this. It looks great. It looks great. Everything, all things considered, it's like a really nice display piece for any Transformers fan. I personally would want one. But we'll have to wait and see, alright? Because I have no idea if it's even gonna make it here in the Philippines. But from what I've heard, look at it. It even has song clips and sound effects. See? Carlo was right. It plays a clip from the touch when you open the Matrix. That's nice. It even has an LED core with pulsing blue light, huh? Oh, that's nice. That's so cool. Alright. Anyway, other than that, I'm actually happy that Transformers is getting much love these days. Especially with the new releases. I'll just show that again. Wait, where is it? This one. Look at it. Like, this from Big Bad Toy Store, I believe. I'm pretty happy with some of them, although I'm not so sold with Astro Train. I think the original Siege was better. Hey Ayaran, it will probably in Green Hills. You think so? They're gonna be selling it in Green Hills? I hope so, because I really want them to to sell it. Like, I'd want them to sell that. But if they will be selling that on Green Hills, the question now would be how much? How much are they gonna sell it? That's the problem. I was gonna loop this. That's my question. How much will it cost? Astro Train should be bigger. I agree. Astro Train should be bigger, but the way I'm seeing it, it's gonna be like deluxe class or commander class. I'm not sure. But probably not retail. I agree. I sincerely doubt that it will come to retail. The Matrix of Leadership, I sincerely doubt that. All the other toys, I'm sure it will come on retail. Especially the Studio Series toys. I'm sure they will come on Toy Kingdom or Toys R Us. I'm pretty sure they will be there, but for the Matrix of Leadership in particular, I don't know, man. I don't know if they'll even make it available on stores. Carlos says, Apology Tour, the ultimate marketing gimmick to appease the grandpas. Hey, buddy, I'm not a grandpa yet. But, yeah. It's a little too late, though. But it's a very smart marketing gimmick, huh? It's a very interesting marketing gimmick. It's quirky. I like it. It's kind of funny. I like it. So in a lot of ways, it's interesting. You know, I'm pretty sold on the idea of the apology tour. Me in particular, I'm looking forward to getting the Dinobots Snarl because I missed out on the first wave. I missed out on the first wave that it came out, and I'm getting that because I already have Grimlock, so I plan on completing the Dinobots. So there you go. That's the one figure I'm already aiming to get in this apology tour of sorts. I don't know if I even need to get Skywarp or I don't know the Seekers. I don't know. Aya says I'm waiting for Overgear. That AC looking. Oh yeah, I agree. Overgear is actually looking pretty good. Like I shared it on the previous episode. It looks great. I like it. And I'm actually interested in seeing that on retail. I haven't seen any reviews of Overgear yet, but so far so good. It looks great. Like I'm very happy with it. I'd love to see that in person. And we'll see. Let's see. Carlos says, I'm turning 54 this year. New grandpas are different from grandpas of old, man. Hey, happy 54th birthday, man. But yeah, anyway, what are you guys looking forward to for this apology tour? Share on the comments below, and for me, you already know it's gonna be the Matrix of Leadership and that Snarl figure. Definitely the Snarl figure. Anyway, moving on, we'll continue with gaming news. By the way, this is a bit of a shocker for me because I don't know if I expected it, but it's surprising in a lot of ways. Carlos says the new Devastator looks good. First time mainstream Devastator looks better than the Jinbao Devastator. Oh yeah, the Studio Series Devastator. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to collecting that yet. I'm sort of waiting for the box set. I know they're gonna release a box set. I don't want to collect them per piece, if that makes any sense. I want to collect them as a whole set. I know it's gonna be more pricier that way, but I'd rather just to give me less of a headache. And the box is, the box art looks awesome, so I'd rather go with that too. But I did see it in person. I have seen it in person. It looks so amazing, and you gotta admit, Hasbro's combiner nowadays feels quite chunky and quite meaty, I have Menasor and Superion with me, and they're pretty good. They're quite sizable, quite chunky, a little bit sturdy. They're pretty good. The articulation is really nice. I really love it. And I'm actually looking forward to the upcoming Bruticus combiner. You can't really play the Jinbao Devi. Too fidgety and heavy. Really? I haven't played with the Jinbao one. I haven't seen it in person. I've only seen pictures and it looks great. So I'm not sure how fiddly it is. It's third party, right? So I have seen that. But the new Hasbro combiners are looking real good. Like, I actually love how they feel. They look quite sturdy. They're quite articulate, easy to play with, easy to pose. It's quite nice. I really love the new combiners now. I'm actually looking forward to Bruticus. I've seen some photos. I think I could share some photos. Wait. Bruticus Transformers. Is it here? Do we have it? Oh, I don't have it yet. Oh crap, I never saved one. Oh man, sorry. But anyway, I'll just share it probably on the page. I'll try to look for photos of it and I'll share it on the page. Rest assured, the Bruticus one looks great. I love it. I love the new mechanic that they added in, especially for the feet. Looks good. Anyway, moving on to the gaming side of things. This is interesting for a lot of reasons because I was not expecting this to happen. So for Xbox, Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond of Xbox are reportedly leaving the company. Now, it came as a shock to me personally, because I thought they were doing quite well now with Xbox. Like, I was already thinking they're already good, especially after they released that ROG Xbox Ally X, that their new console, the handheld console, Xbox Ally X. I think this one. Yeah, this one. I know they already have this. So I thought they're already doing well with this. And it surprised me that Phil Spencer is now leaving and Sarah Bond is as well. And from what I heard, the one that's replacing them, new CEO, let me just check who. Yeah, it's this one. Asha Sharma. Wait, let me just check that out. Yeah, this one is Asha Sharma. I'm a little wary about this. Like, I have some concerns about this new CEO, especially when looking at her background. Number one, she does not have any gaming background. That's already concerning in itself. And number two, from what I heard, she's previously part of the Microsoft AI team. And we all know how most gamers now feel about AI. And I don't know. That's something that I wanted to touch on, but I can't tell. Anyway, Mark says, kind of a mismanagement struck from Microsoft. Di rin ako sure sa qualification ng Papalit since she's in charge of AI tech sa MS. Yes, that's another thing. That's my beef. Like, we gamers already have this beef about AI ruining games, ruining everything, you know. And this sends a very bad signal for gamers who are loyal to Xbox. I know she means well. I'm pretty sure she means well. But my concern here is that, is she the right person to lead Xbox into the future? That's my biggest concern right here. And I am concerned for the simple reason that the gaming industry right now is in a bit of an influx, which I'll touch on later as well with Sony, because Sony already has another headline as well. My concern about this probably is not the right person to lead Xbox. They should have gotten someone who's in the trenches, who actually knows what they're doing, who at least has some gaming experience under their belt, so that they understand what the audience wants. And this ain't it. She ain't it. At least that's my opinion. But I'm willing to be proven wrong. I'm willing to be proven wrong that she probably has something nice to offer. She probably has a better thing to offer for Microsoft. But right now, I can't see it. Her qualifications does not speak well at all. But nonetheless, I do want her to succeed, because gaming right now is in an influx, and I want Xbox, all gaming companies to succeed. Whether it's PlayStation, whether it's Nintendo, whether it's Xbox, I don't mind. For me, it's not even a war anymore. They need to work together for the simple reason that it's for every gamers out there that the survival of gaming is at stake. That's how I see it. That's how I want to view this. So, Aisha, the new CEO, I wish you well. I do want to wish you well. I hope you surrounded yourselves with the right kind of people, the right kind of voices that would give you the right kind of information as you lead Xbox into the future. I hope that whoever you are with, I hope that they have video gamers' interests in mind. All right, that's my only pledge. That's my only prayer right now. Mark says, I'm happy Xbox is fully open, going multi-platform, but their recent decisions are so underwhelming. Ayusin muna din nila yung quality ng Bethesda. Puro rush releases sila lately. The quality of the game suffer. Yes, I agree. This is exactly why I'm very worried. I don't want Xbox to suffer any more losses. Like really, I'm very fearful for the state of the gaming industry, and part of that is because of the next topic that we'll discuss, which is in line then with this. It's Sony, and man, this is a doozy. Sony just... Oh man, this is sad. This is sad. After acquiring Bluepoint Studios way back in 2021, I just heard news that they closed this studio down. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm more concerned on the developers than the console. See, I agree. Because that's very concerning then for me. Especially the people who are working under the Xbox umbrella. They may end up like Bethesda or like this, like Bluepoint. Right? See? Mark says, PS is the same. Sorry, but man, Bluepoint Games are masters of remakes. Yes, exactly. That's the problem. I'm very concerned about the fact that with the new... This ties up then with the Xbox thing earlier. My concern with Xbox, with a non-gamer on the head, is that they may make decisions similarly as bad as this. Sony, after they acquired one of the best game studios that are making remasters. Sorry, a little bit of a tangent there. Bluepoint Games, they are so good at making remasters of old games. They've done it. They have quality. Like, look at this list. They did the God of War collection. They remastered PlayStation 2 games to the PlayStation 3. They did the Ico Shadow Colossus collection. Both PlayStation 2 titles remastered for PlayStation 3, as well as the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. And then they've proven their mettle again with Uncharted, Gravity Rush, Shadow of the Colossus remake, and then recently the Demon's Souls remake. All of those games, quality, chef's kiss. Like, I can't even find anything that was bad about those games. They were so good. They were so amazingly made. You know that the people who are working at Bluepoint Games do the remakes out of love of the franchise, out of love of the game that they're remaking. They're one of the few game developers that does remasters right. And I don't get why they had to close down these studios. The last rumor that I heard is that they were working on a God of War live service game. By the way, Mark says, billion na studio, walang long-term plan to target the games that a studio excels at. Puro revenue habol ngayon. That is very basically true. It's sad that studios or gaming companies nowadays just buy studios left and right, and then they just shut them down for no reason that makes any sense. At least to me. At least to gamers like us. It does not make sense. Remember when Microsoft shut down the studio behind Hi-Fi Rush? I don't understand why that happened. It just didn't make any sense. I'm failing to understand the business logic of this for Microsoft. Like, why can't they just like give those studios who are good at what they do, make them the games that they're good at? Because right now, gamers are hungry for more games. I've noticed with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles, game releases has been so long and far in between. It's taking way too long these days to make a new game for consoles. And then we just wake up and hear news like this that they're gonna shut down these studios left and right. What is the end goal then? If you're gonna buy these studios and you're not gonna make any games, what's the point then? That's the one thing I don't understand about this business decision. But again, this hurts me and it breaks my heart that one of the studios that I love so much and respect, Bluepoint Studios, is now closing doors. Sony, PlayStation just shut them down this week, and I don't know. I sincerely hope that wherever or however they're gonna go about it, I hope that they would, the people that are behind Bluepoint Studios would be able to regroup and build a new studio and do what they do best, which is remaster games that are quality, that are made out of love. I would want more of that, please, in the gaming industry. I want more people, game studios, who are so passionate about what they do, who are so good at what they do, that their finished product even surpasses the original. We rarely see remakes done right, and Bluepoint Studios, they are the masters of this. They're so good at this. It's just a shame that they had to close this studio down. Anyway, I'm sorry for that little bit of a long tangent, but Carlo, MS is just bad at it. Thought Blizzard was better off with MS opposed to Activision. Now it seems both yeah, that's true. They're both bad at handling it. That's the problem. I sincerely am worried this year in particular. How many more studios are gonna be closing down? I worry about that. I'm very worried about that. I'm scared even. I don't want them to like close down more studios. We don't need more closure of studios. We need more games. Like really, that we've been saying that for the longest time. Where are the games? I want more games on a PlayStation 5, on a Switch 2, on the Xbox Series X. It's just not happening. I don't know what's happening. It just sucks. That overall, this situation sucks overall. But the one good light at the very least of this, I don't know if it's like a good light or something. Mark says, no hate sa live service games, but I miss when studios are laser focused on an established IP. Looking at you as well, Square Enix. That is right. I don't blame studios for chasing live service. Because have you ever heard how much money Fortnite or any live service games earn compared to a single player game? I understand. I get why they're chasing that live service money. But at the end of the day, there should be a balance. There should be a balance between live service game releases and creative game releases. The ones that, like what Carlos says here, creative freedom is alien to those pencil pushers. That is true. Creativity in games nowadays is a little bit worrisome that it's not there anymore. Although I would argue that indie game studios are full of creative ideas now, and they're releasing at a very reliable rate. I'm looking at indie games now. They have a lot of interesting games releasing. Loktar Gar. Yeah, that's true. But I hope they should. My point, I believe, is there should be a middle ground for this. There should be a middle ground for where creative games or games that are made out of love, not for the profit exclusively, but ones wherein they want to realize their vision, whether it's single player or something. Those games need to be greenlit. Those games need to be put out there. And then if there are live service games, sure. A couple, one or two, sure. But don't kill off all single player games and just focus on live service cases. That's gonna be the worst outcome for the gaming industry, I believe. Mark says, Sunfall Interactive, I'm excited sa next game after Expedition 33. Yes, I've heard a lot of great things about Expedition 33. I haven't played it yet. I don't have a PS5. But on PC, I'll probably play it on PC. I don't know when. Maybe. We'll see. Because I wanna play muna Diablo 4. Like, I wanna play Diablo 4 first. I really wanna play Diablo 4 first. Carlo, didn't Square just acquire them? I don't think so. I don't think Square acquired Sandfall Interactive yet. Not that I know of. I think they're still independent from what I heard. But Square is looking at what they did. They are studying what Sandfall Interactive did with Expedition 33, and they are now rethinking how they're gonna make their JRPGs moving forward. They are looking at that example in particular. I've read somewhere online that they are quite inspired, so to speak, of Expedition 33. Anyway, moving on, we're going next to the last topic of the evening, which is Pokemon. Nintendo. Alright. This is a little bit of a surprise drop, but as you guys may know, this week, I believe, is the Pokemon week, from what I heard. Oh wait, Mark Jimwell says Final Fantasy 17 is a rethink phase for Square Enix. Is it? Is it really? I didn't know that. I actually thought it was interesting. I thought it was Final Fantasy Remake. But anyway, sharing with you guys the trailer. In case you guys didn't know, they're releasing FireRed and LeafGreen this week. And there's gonna be a Pokemon Direct this week. Next Saturday, I think. Wait, let me check the schedule. But wait, let me just show first the trailer while I'm checking the announcement. Wait, here you go. Man, this is such a classic, I swear. Can't go wrong with this. It's so cool. And personally speaking, I haven't played this game, to be honest. I've never played this game yet. So this is like a new experience for me. I only played the original Red and Blue way back then on the original Game Boy. This is so nice. It brings back so many beautiful memories for me, man. It's so cool. That's so nice. Yep, they're coming to Nintendo Switch, finally, and will be made available on Feb 27 this week, which is the time for the Nintendo Direct. Harlow, I remember taking over my son's Game Boy just to grind Pokemon. Oh man, I can't. It was a long time ago since I had a Pokemon. I played Pokemon, like, I think the last game I played was Pokemon X and Y on the DS. And because I had like a huge gap in my Pokemon journey. I started with Pokemon Red Blue, then I got Pokemon X and Y, and then I guess that's it. I haven't played it. Mark Jimwell, back when Game Freak was awesome. I don't know why, pero the transition to 3D nowadays kind of make the studio so focused on rushing titles out. I agree. there's something to be said about how good Pokemon is on 2D. However, I'm pretty sure that Game Freak, given time, can churn out a really good Pokemon game. They just need time to be able to develop a good Pokemon game, which I feel they're not being given as of the moment. Carlo, Pokemon Emerald was my last Pokemon title. That was long time ago, man. Game Boy Advance days, I believe. Wow. But yeah, for me, this I want to experience this. I really want to experience this. Like, this is something that I'm looking forward to playing. But that said, this won't be a topic if there wasn't controversy, so to speak. Apparently, some fans are quite angry with Nintendo for what they're doing with the release of Pokemon Red and FireRed and LeafGreen. Alright, let me explain. So, the problem with this release is that they're releasing it as a downloadable game to be sold for $19. Wait, let me just check that. Nintendo eShop. I remember they're selling it for like $20 from what I remember. Nintendo Pokemon Leaf Green. Yeah, let's see. There you go. Yeah. So, if you go to the Nintendo eShop, it says here that it's currently priced at $19.99. $20. So, in Philippine peso, that would be that's just $19.99. That's gonna be like 1.2. So, around that. That's the thing. Oh wait, Mark says, last Pokemon I played was Pokemon Shield. An okay game but buggy. Was it? I was actually looking forward to like playing that. I didn't know. Interesting. And then nowadays it's WoW, SRW, Umamusume, and Hawkford. Oh, you're playing Heroes of Is that right? Carl, you're playing mobile pala. Really interesting. Honor of Kings, right? Honor of Kings, yeah. Really? I'm actually playing Mobile Legends, its competitor. It's on my other gaming channel. I have another gaming channel where I stream that almost daily. But anyway, besides the point, yeah, this particular release for Pokemon Leaf Green and FireRed sort of caused a little bit of an issue online. Namely with the price and with the release. Because to those who may not know, Nintendo Switch has what they call the Game Boy app that comes bundled for free for Nintendo Switch online subscribers. You know, I get it. I understand that people have been waiting for a release of this game there, but some people are now complaining that because they didn't release it on that service, they're complaining that they're now forced to like pay $20 or roughly 1,200 pesos to play a game that they're arguing can be played illegally, so to speak. You guys know what I mean, right? You guys know what I mean about emulators and stuff. We all know it. Come on. So people are like, why would I pay 1,200 pesos or $19.99 for a game, for a ROM that I could just like play on my PC or wherever? That's the argument now. Now, add the fact that from what I remember, this originally had a Pokemon Home support, but now they removed it. Yeah, they removed support for Pokemon Home. Yeah, they now removed it. So this simply means that this is like a $20 game that's basically a ROM for a legit ROM for your Nintendo Switch. And quite frankly, my problem is that I don't know. It's a little bit worrisome for me to be able to. I mean, it's not like I'm justifying the price, but the price is a little bit too steep. That much I can tell you. The price is a little bit too steep. $20 for what is arguably a ROM download for your Nintendo Switch is a little bit too pricey. I'll be the one to say that up front. And I don't know how they're gonna justify this for fans. It's a little concerning for me. But I am happy that for people who do want to play it legitimately, they're making the option open. And that's the one thing I love about this release, is that they're giving the fans, they're giving the players that opportunity to be able to play this legitimately without going through, the pirated ROM sites or whatnot. They're giving it more ways for people who are playing it legitimately to play. And that's the one thing I like about this release. Personally, I may get a copy simply because I do miss it. But I don't know if I'm getting it on the day of launch itself. Probably on a sale. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, Carlos says, Honor of Kings is more balanced and refined, but smaller audience. It's what Wild Rift is supposed to be. My son also worked on Wild Rift before shifting. Oh, wow! Also, your kid worked on Wild Rift, huh? Congrats, man. Oh, by the way, Wild Rift, I think that's... You know what? We should talk about that. I think it's about time we talk about Mobile Legends versus Honor of Kings versus Wild Rift, because I sincerely have some thoughts about that as well. Maybe on episode 4 next week, probably. And then, Carlo, the thing is, unlike before, games were sold complete and well made. Nowadays, games are DLC nightmares. You first spend 20 but end up paying 300 in the end. Yes, that is true. That is the problem. That is exactly the problem that I worry so much about the gaming industry right now. Too much of this greed. I mean, I understand that people need to pay wages that are good for developers to survive. I understand the logistics of that completely. But there has to be a fair price for people to enjoy games. Pushing it already way past $80 is already too much. I'm sorry. I know Nintendo's already jumping on that $80 bandwagon, but I sincerely disagree with that pricing. $70 is already a very, very fine. It's already too much, so to speak. So that's one thing I'm worried about. Is that, will this be a continuing trend? I don't know. For Pokemon though, I get it. It's a legitimate way of getting your game, but if I were Nintendo, they should have just sold it for like $9.99. That would have been the sweet spot for me. That would have been the perfect price and sweet spot for them to price this. $9.99, which is like, I don't know, let's check the conversion. $500. 500 pesos. 600 pesos. 600 pesos for a Pokemon game? Not bad. I'd be okay with that. I'll be fine with that. But almost 1,200 for a Pokemon game, it's a little much of an ask. Carlos says, Game Pass was also the best way to go before the price increased. Yes, that's the one thing I love about Xbox strategy with the Series X. Game Pass was such a value-driven proposition for gamers. Like, it's like Netflix, wherein, you could play all these games per month for a really low price. It was a steal of a deal, so to speak, and I loved it. But with the price increase now, it's getting harder and harder to justify. I actually am worried as a gamer myself. How much more can I realistically spend for the hobby? Carlos says, I'm really a LOL fan, League of Legends fan. Started with OG Dota, but too old to really play well, so I just like watching games and playing the easier version of the phone. T1 Fight, yeah. Actually, I'm an OG Dota fan as well. Played the OG Dota way back when it was just a mod or a custom game in Warcraft 3. And now, me and my wife, we're both playing Mobile Legends because for me, it's the more streamlined experience. I'm sorry for Honor of Kings and League of Legends Wild Rift. Mobile Legends got the sweet spot when it comes to like speed of the game and accessibility for newbies. They got it right. They got the basics right. That's the one thing that I'm afraid Riot is just not keen on seeing. They're really insisting in pushing the PC experience down mobile gamers' throats, and that's way too much of an ask, especially for a mobile gamer. The beauty of playing mobile games is that it's not much of a commitment. You could like play a couple of minutes, 5, 10, 15 max, and you could drop it at the, if you're busy or something, you could drop it. But that's the thing. I don't think that they understand that. But anyways, sorry for the side tangent. That was a side tangent right there. Anyway, for me, again, with Pokemon, yeah, it's a bit of an ask. A little pricey, a little expensive, but it's a good surprise nonetheless for fans of Pokemon, especially for Pokemon Week. And I am actually looking forward to watching Pokemon Direct next week. I probably will be doing that as part of episode 4's topics. Most likely, definitely gonna discuss that. But anyway, I guess that's it. In closing with this episode, my thoughts are, I really want the gaming industry to survive. I'm very fearful for the gaming industry. That's my biggest concern here. Xbox leaving, Phil Spencer and Sarabon leaving, and then giving up the ownership and the direction of Microsoft Xbox to someone who is not a gamer, who is the head of AI, really does not send a good look. Sony closing down Bluepoint Studios is a really bad decision. I mean, quite frankly, they could have done better. And Nintendo, they're the least problematic with the 3, but still, that's still a problem. That they're charging this much for what is technically a game that can be played, you guys know. But yeah, my concern is that I'm very worried as a gaming fan about the gaming industry as a whole, and I really hope and pray that my concerns are just that my concerns aren't that I'm just worried over nothing. That I want people or the gaming industry to thrive. Because as a video gamer and as a gaming fan myself, I do not want the gaming industry to implode yet again. It's too important and too precious for me to implode. And I sincerely hope that the gaming industry would all come together and get their act together. That's my takeaway about this. I sincerely hope I'm simply worried over nothing, and that the next few weeks, few months will prove me wrong. That the gaming industry is going to the right direction and it's fixing itself. That's my biggest concern. So, anyway, that's it for tonight for episode 3 of the Powerplay Podcast. Again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Martin, and I'll see you guys next week. See you guys. Thank you for joining.